founder of All Things Women. In today's video, we will be discussing a topic that all women should come to know about well, the menstrual cycle. But before we get into the meat of the matter, let's cover some basics, shall we? This is a diagram of the female reproductive system. It is called that because it makes provisions for baby making to happen. Here we have the ovary, which releases an egg each month. The fallopian tube, along which the egg travels from the ovary to the uterus or the womb. The uterus, this is where the baby grows during pregnancy. The cervix, it is known as the neck of the womb. This part dilates to 10 centimeters during labor for the baby to be delivered. The vagina, which is a tube-like structure. Okay, great. We now know the parts of the female reproductive system. Each part has a role in a woman's menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle is not the same as your period. Your period only forms a small part of your menstrual cycle. The first day of your period marks the first day of your menstrual cycle. The length of your menstrual cycle is the time between the first day of your period to the first day of your next period the following month. Let's look at the calendar of the month of July. Michelle's period started on the 7th of July and lasted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. In August, her period came on the 4th. So how long is her menstrual cycle then? Well, let's count from the first day of her period in July to the next period. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. She has a 28-day cycle. Michelle will have to continue to monitor her menstrual cycle over the next few months so as to see the consistency in the number of days. There will be times when it is off by 2 or 3 days or more, but the average should be around 28 days. I would like to emphasize that the length of the menstrual cycle varies from woman to woman. One woman might have a menstrual cycle of 25 days, another 26 days, another 27 days, 29 days, 30 days. So let's see what happens in the female reproductive system during a woman's menstrual cycle. So this is day 1 of Michelle's period, which means it's day 1 of her menstrual cycle. The inner walls of her uterus or womb shed, which she sees as her period for 6 days. I must add that there are some hormones at play during your menstrual cycle. Follicular stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, progesterone, and estrogen. Don't worry, I will explain what each does. Now that Michelle's period has ended, for the next number of days, her body is going to work towards ovulation. That's where the follicular stimulating hormone, FSH, comes into play. A woman is born with millions of eggs in her ovaries. From the age of her very first period until menopause, a woman loses an egg each month for that many years. The ovary has follicles, which are like sacs that contain eggs. When the follicular stimulating hormone increases, it encourages a few of these follicles to mature each month. As the time towards ovulation approaches, the maturing follicles release estrogen, which influences the inner walls of Michelle's womb to get thicker in preparation for a possibly fertilized egg. During this time, she will start to experience symptoms of ovulation, which will include a clear and stretchy vaginal discharge, tenderness of her breast, and her breast may be firm and fuller, and an increase in sex drive. Another hormone called luteinizing hormone is made, and its levels rise so much until one of the follicles bursts, releasing the egg. And there you have it, ovulation occurs. This egg can live for 24 hours after ovulation, traveling and traveling and traveling from the ovary along the fallopian tube until it reaches the womb. And once it is not fertilized by a sperm, it dissolves. The busted up follicle from which the egg came makes another hormone called progesterone, which continues to keep the inner walls that I spoke about thick. As the next 12 to 14 days or so after ovulation pass, the progesterone levels that were once so high start to decrease. Once it gets too low, the inner walls of Michelle's womb start to break down, which she sees as her period. And there you have it. That is how you get your period. Stay tuned for part 2.